site and give you a little bit of an overview of what Flume is. It's basically a device that allows you to manage and monitor your water usage. It's super easy to install. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes. There's absolutely no plumbing necessary. And we'll talk about these components here in a minute, and how the install goes. But basically, you attach this to your water meter with a big rubber band looking thing, and this sits inside the house, somewhere on the side of the house near the water meter. And it transmits information up to the cloud to your account, so you can view your water usage at any time. The device detects leaks and sends out notifications immediately. It monitors and manages your water use. It categorizes things by indoor versus outdoor use. It can break down water by individual things such as dishwashers or reverse osmosis or showers, toilet flushes, all that stuff, if you take the time to answer the questions that it prompts you with periodically. The other thing it does is it allows you to save money, and you can see how much water a shower is using or the washing machine is using, or in particular in our case, how much water the irrigation is using. You can tell what day your sprinklers run. You can tell how long they run, if they're running at the right times and the right amounts. The device is $249. It goes on sale fairly often for $200. And they also have a referral program where you can refer somebody with a special link that you give them. That person, I think, gets $15 Amazon gift card, and the person buying it gets $20 off the device when they buy it. So it's a really good deal. Next, we're going to talk about some of the perks, and I'll actually go into some detail of some use cases. I've got tons of use cases. It's saved my water usage many times. It's detected problems with the sprinklers, both running too much or running too little through the years. I've had mine for a little over 2 years. It's really an amazing interface. You can use it on the phone. Definitely need the phone to set it up. But you can also browse it online, and the screen's a lot easier to read, and you can see more data at one time. But you can view the data by the year. You can drill down from the year and see the data by the month, and then you can see the month data by the day, and then you can see the day data by the hour, and then from the hour you can drill down all the way to minutes, and it records water down to 1/100th of a gallon. Very accurate, very easy to view data, so you can get an idea of what's going on. In this case here, it's showing you that you used 185 gallons in that day. It's currently, water is flowing through the meter at 2.3 gallons per minute, and you can see hour by hour how much water is being used. Just by clicking on one of those hours, it drills down to minutes. And then down here you can see the water usage. It's broken it out by the irrigation and an in-home water use. The thing that I find the most useful is tracking irrigation, and I'll give you an example. The other thing, if you take the time to fill out their survey, you'll actually get to see the amount of water that's used by each device, and toilet flushes, showers. It routinely asks you questions if you decide to use it. I haven't turned that feature on mine, but it's really, really nice to drill down and see that. The other thing that's really amazing is you can set a monthly, daily, weekly budget. And when you get to a certain amount, say you set it to 50%, when you get to 50%, it tells you as you reach 50% of your budget, if you're not halfway through the month, then something's using more water than it should. Or maybe you're being good and saving water, or maybe something's not using as much water like the sprinklers as it should. You can configure what your water budget is for the month, and it'll just help you keep on track. So it's really simple to install, and I'll give you an example of the installation process. So to do the self-install, it's total DIY. It's fast. It's not dirty. There's essentially these two main components. You bring up the app, and the app walks you through it. The app has you scan the QR code on the bottom of each of these devices. That in turn links them to your Flume account. So you can see the data. I can see data from 2 years ago when I installed it. Then the next step is you actually plug the bridge into your home somewhere near the front, closest to the water meter, the better. And so that's probably the hardest part, is just connecting to this device with your phone and then putting in your Wi-Fi address so it can send the data to the cloud. The next step is you actually take a picture of your water meter, where behind the scenes they can verify if it's going to work and how quickly it meets. This device straps right on the side of the water meter. That's all there is to it. You turn the water on for about 2 minutes. It verifies that it calibrated, and you're off and using the device at this point. So here's an example of one of our homeowners who was actually away on vacation, but his drip line in the flower bed underneath the mulch was running probably about the time he left, and there was no way to know it was leaking. Even if it had been here, it makes very little noise, and it's underneath the mulch, and water usually doesn't puddle at such a slow rate. But even at 3 gallons per minute, that adds up to a lot of water. That 153,000 gallons, that much. And it resulted in a water bill of $745. Now, the thing that's even worse, another water bill comes in. And the reason he found out about the leak was the prior water bill. And you take care of it almost immediately. But in the meantime, several weeks have gone by before you get your water bill. And now the combined water bill is $1,287 for the 2 months. And in these 2 months, he's used 248,910 gallons of water. So we're going to look at a similar issue that occurred with another homeowner. This homeowner happened to have a Flume. And if you look at the interface up here in the upper top right corner, there's a little bell. And this is just a history of all notifications that you've received. So we're going to take a look by tapping on the bell. And we'll scroll down to the message he received back on June 29th, indicating that Flume thought he had a potential leak. It said, Flume Smart Leak Alert triggered at new home. That's just the name he gave his Flume device. Water has been running for 5 hours, averaging 3.83 gallons per minute. The potential leak has used 1,241 gallons of water so far. I think the user probably changed the threshold to 5 hours. I think the default is shorter than that. But anyhow, he still got a very timely notification. So if we tap on that notification, it takes us there. You can see the data, water running all during that time. And so this homeowner got quick notification, was able to isolate the problem once he knew about it, just like the other homeowner, pretty rapidly. And he shut off the backflow, and that was the end of the problem. He wound up using about 1,371 gallons of water, which is roughly $5 worth of water. In the other case, before the user was able to resolve the issue, he had accumulated a $1,297 bill and used over 248,000 gallons of water. Now, all is not lost. The water company does make provisions where at their discretion they can credit some of the money back to your account. Usually a professional landscaper will certify that they repaired the issue, and the water company will credit possibly one of those bills back to your account, the amount that's over your normal bill. But it's kind of at their discretion, and it's a pain to fill out the paperwork, I understand. So, would I recommend this device to anyone? Absolutely. There's at least 15 people in the neighborhood that I know have one, and all have been very happy with it. Technical support at this company has been amazing. When I first installed it, I accidentally had the band between the meter and the box, and that was causing inaccurate readings. I chatted with them online. It took them less than a minute to answer, asked me to snap a picture, and within about 3 minutes, they told me what my issue was, and things were working properly. There's been a few of the boxes that have gone bad. The company stands behind their devices again within about 3 minutes. They were able to analyze that it was indeed their box, and they shipped another one out free of charge. Some of the boxes, I think, were 2 years old when they did this. So very good customer support. It's also saved a number of times with faucets being left on outside or water hoses dripping, faucets left on inside, grandkids left them running. Lots of things like this. It's detected the irrigation not running, it's detected irrigation running too often or too long, it's detected drip lines being cut, sprinklers being broken. It's just amazing, the data. And when you do report an issue to the landscapers and you have hard data to back up what you're saying, there's no disputing it, and it's much quicker for them to take action.